Purpose is an extraordinarily interesting idea for me, and I want to share with you guys 3 main ideas that I have about purpose and really how to tap into it, how to access it, and how to use it to really transform your life. Now, I'm here at Mana with my family. It's a gorgeous little spot here in Uluwatu, and I figured that what better time than right here, right now, to film this video when there's all sorts of awesome things happening, when there's all sorts of beautiful views to look at. I want to hook you, by the way. I want to make a beautiful view so you stay hooked, because I know I got to keep you guys engaged, because it's very hard to keep you motherfuckers engaged these days. However, I had a great day of work, did some money-making activities, and I now have an opportunity to film this video for you at this gorgeous place with my family. And the reason why that's so cool to me is because there was a time when I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I had no idea really what I was made to do. I had no idea what my purpose was. And on top of all of that, I was stuck in a Canadian city in the winter. And I'm like, fuck this, right? I live in Bali now. I live in Bali at least 6 to 8 months a year, and it's beautiful. I live in some hot country, but it's been Bali the last 4 years. And I want to share with you how to really find your purpose, and not just find your purpose, but travel the world with it. But to be honest, the travel the world piece is gonna have to be a different video. But right here, right now, I wanna share with you the core 3 ideas about how to find your purpose, how to tap into your purpose. Because if you do this, my friends, oh my God, your life will get better. So idea number 1 that you must know about tapping into your purpose is this. Joseph Campbell had a quote that says, "I'm not so sure people are looking for their purpose as much as they're looking for the experience of being alive." And I think that's a paraphrase that probably isn't exact, but it's a really potent idea for me to share with you, because I think there's such a thing about purpose. There's such a thing about finding this one job or activity that when you do it, time just slows down and you just feel great and perfect and everything in your life is fine, there's no more problems. And I'm not sure that it really is that way. I think to a certain extent there are things that make us feel good, but I think ultimately we want to feel alive. We want to feel passion. When people are looking for their purpose, they usually have jobs that are unfulfilling. They usually don't have really deeply enriching relationships. They usually aren't engrossed in the study of something or working on a project that lights them up. And because of this, they want to feel alive, but they don't. And sometimes you can feel really dead inside. And maybe you watching this, you feel really dead inside right now, and that's why you're watching this video, is because you want to learn how to feel alive. You want to have that sense of purpose and not feel dead inside, not feel like life sucks. And if that's you, I want to offer you a few ideas, more than just the first one, which is, maybe you're just looking for that feeling of feeling alive. That's one really important idea, but the second idea, I think, is even more important because it's very practical, which is if you want to find your purpose. I learned this from, I think it was a Jay Shetty book, actually. He has a book called Think Like a Monk, and I think I got it from that book. I could have also got it from Jim Quick, who's a brain coach, but it's basically, purpose you can think of as like the 3rd step, but there's 2 steps before you find your purpose. The first step is curiosity. So what you do is, you basically write down 25 things that you have curiosity about. Now this doesn't mean you have to make it into a business or make it into a thing or a project right away, but what it does mean is you want to be aware of what really lights you up. You want to be aware of what really brings your heart alive, just things that are fun. And by the way, even when I say bring your heart alive, that might actually be too much. That might actually be way too much information to have. That might be way too much for you to be feeling at one moment. That might be too crazy of an idea. But what isn't so crazy and what everybody can access for the most part, I gotta switch my arms, my left arm's getting fucking tired out here. Now I got my right arm, it's feeling a bit better. But what everyone has access to is curiosity. Everybody has access to curiosity. And so for you, you might be thinking, well, what is it that really makes me feel curious? Just think, don't think so hard about it. Just be like, what actually is kind of interesting to me? One thing might be a certain type of book. One thing might be certain places you want to go or travel. One thing might be business. You're kind of interested to learn about business or marketing or sales. One thing might be literally ironing or knitting or something just really small and basic. But write down a list of 25 things and just slowly, methodically start trying new things each week. Get out of your comfort zone and get in the process. See, my friends, if you want to find some purpose, you have to get in the process. You can't be just in your head. You got to go out and do things. And so one thing that I did when I was looking for my purpose was I just tried a bunch of stuff. I tried reading new books, meeting new people, starting new businesses, trying new jobs. And by the way, a lot of those businesses did not work and failed, which I have other videos, and I'm going to make other videos explaining those. but you got to try new curiosities. And that will lead to the second step that they talk about, which is passion. Once you find some curiosity, say 25, a few of those, 5 of those, let's say, are going to turn into passions. It's like, wow, I really like this thing, which you never would have found if you didn't have the curiosity and then go explore it. That's a key point. You got to go explore it. And once you explore it, then what happens is you have some passion around it. And let's just say 5 of those things turn into passions. Then you have about 5 things that really light you up, that you're like, wow, this is fun, I like this, I could do this for my living. And again, one of them might be knitting, one of them might be surfing, one of them might be something random like hiking. I don't know, it could be anything. And then the last question to make it your purpose is really how you can use something that you're passionate about to help people. I got this idea from Jim Quick that purpose is really just passion plus how you can serve people with that passion, okay? So once you find something you're passionate about, it's like, how can you help somebody else with this? How can that passion lead also to service and not just enjoyment for you? And that's a really exciting question. So that's the second step. This is the second idea that I really want to share with you. But the third idea is, I think, what makes it even extra practical and really helps you make a business out of it, which is, how can you make money from this? And or what skills do you need to acquire to make money from this? Because you can make money from a lot of things, a lot of passions, but if you don't have the skills of marketing, of sales, of relationship development, having good social skills, having good thinking and reading and studying type habits, which I would definitely put these in the categories of most important skills to build ever. If you don't have these, then what's going to happen is you're going to have great passion and great ideas, and they're going to die inside of you. They're going to only be shared with a couple people, and it won't be shared with enough people that you serve to make a business out of it or to make money from it. And so the last thing I want to share with you when it comes to purpose is, if you want to make your purpose for your business or make money from it, build skills that help you make money. That is absolutely essential, and what many coaches, many artists, many therapists, many people that have something on their heart they want to share never develop, and so it remains a hobby, which isn't a bad thing. And I also want to say, I'm going to give you a fourth one just because I want to add tons of value to you guys. A purpose to me isn't something that becomes a business necessarily. To me, purpose can be something that's expressed in any moment. It's almost like a core of who we are. It's a decision we make, a certain way of being. Like, I can live my purpose in the grocery store. You know, because part of my purpose is just to give and be present and make people laugh, raise people's vibe. I love making people laugh. I love making people happy. So if I'm in the grocery store and I see a cashier's having a shitty day, I can make a joke or talk to them, engage with them in a way that produces laughter, that produces care, that produces happiness. And that makes me feel good. It makes me feel connected to my purpose. So it's not always just about making a business out of something to express your purpose. It's about in the daily little things. And that's how you can know, my friends, you can live your purpose today, and you don't actually have to wait until you turn it into a business or until some moment of clarity falls from the sky into your lap and tells you what you need to do to live your purpose. You can find joy today. You can help people today. And actually, when you get into that energy, what starts to happen is you start to attract people, situations, circumstances, and more ideas for how to turn it into a business later. More things start to come to you. And I love the Tony Robbins quote. He's like, life wants to give to life. If you start to just contribute to people, life will contribute back to you. If you just give to people without thinking about scarcity, without thinking about what might go wrong, without thinking about what resources you'll lose, life starts to give back to you. So I'm going to leave you with this. I hope this video was very helpful. Comment below your favorite takeaway from this video, and I will comment back with the value that I got to share. Thank you so much for watching this. It's been great to connect with you and to share this with you and to share this beautiful day and this beautiful site with you. I know when I was looking for my purpose and was stuck in a cold winter city and I really wanted to travel, seeing videos like this were very inspiring. And honestly, at that time, I was like, fuck, I wish I could just fucking go somewhere hot. And if you give yourself a little bit of patience, time, and persistence, you will find a way to monetize what you want, work online, and live anywhere in the world. And I know it might sound cheesy or just like positive motivation kind of bullshit. It's literally what I live, so it's coming from a very true place for me. So lots of love to you guys. Sending you so much love here from Mama Bali here in January 3rd, I believe it is today. I will be talking to you guys soon. Peace.